and welcome back to your theory lesson today. Today we're going to be learning about writing melodies. Now, again, we're working in the Celebrate Theory Level 1 book, and this is found in your Unit 5, and you'll be starting page 49, writing melodies. I know that during my teaching with pianists, I have a lot of students that come to me and say, I made up this awesome song this week, and they'll play me something, all different grade levels, and but they don't know how to notate it and write it down. And so over time, they may forget what they had composed unless they're recording it. But writing it down is a wonderful outlet to preserving what you've written. So today, we're going to learn to write melodies in the key of C major, G major, and F major. We're going to be going through the accidentals that you use in those keys. What notes could you use in a melody written in those keys? And importantly, what note do you end on? And using those time signatures we learned about and how many beats per measure and recognizing that as well. So I'm going to just go over to Crescendo and share that page with you here. Okay. So first of all, for writing a melody in the key of C major, you're going to be using notes from the C major scale. So just as a reminder, our C major scale starts on C, and we move up by step, remembering tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone patterns, and we end on C. So we're going to be using those notes to write a melody. So I'm going to start at the beginning here and just notate a few melody notes. We're in 4/4 time, so I'm going to continue with that, and maybe I'll change to half notes here. So we'll start our melody starting on C. We're in the key of C, half notes. I'm going to get some bar lines as well, so we can measure out 4 counts per bar. So there's my first 4 counts, and the quarters, only 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do a few more quarters. D, half note here, a couple more quarters. And then for my ending, I need another 4 beats. I'll do a C, a G, and a C. Now, for this melody, I've made sure that I've had 4 counts in each bar, for each measure. And I've only used notes that I would find in my C major scale. I also ended on C, and that's really important. At this stage, when you're writing new songs, we should be ending on our tonic. Now, why do we want to end on the tonic? Well, it sounds like a completed harmony. It sounds complete. If I was to end on my dominant, it would sound incomplete, and then there should be more to the song. So if you look through songs that you're currently playing, you should find that those pieces end on the tonic. The tonic, the key that you're in, the scale that you're using to compose that song. The other thing that's important in songwriting, you'll look on the next line down that's empty. At the end of it, we have a double bar line. Now, double bar line indicates that this is the end of your piece. So for writing in the key of C, use C major scale notes. Make sure that the amount of beats you have per bar matches the time signature that you've chosen. End on the tonic note, and also when you end, use a double bar line to indicate this is the end. So let's look at something a little different here. I'm just going to erase all of this. We're going to look at time signatures, because another aspect in this unit when you're writing melodies is they will give you a melodic line, and they're going to ask you, what is the time signature? So you're going to have to count up the beats and figure out how many beats were there in each bar. So what will my time signature be? Now at this level, you're only going to use a 4 at the bottom of your time signature. So it'll either be 2/4, 3/4, or 4/4. So the quarter note is getting the beat. So I'm going to just write out a few melody notes here. And add, let me just get the bar lines in. I'll just do 3 bars, and we'll look at what the time signature might be with the 3 bars that I've written in. And we'll do one more half note and maybe end with the rest. Okay, so we know, I'm just going to get my text. here. We know that half notes have 2 quarter notes in them. So we're seeing 2 beats on that half note. Then a quarter note has 1 beat. So there's beat 3. And then we have a bar line. So so far I've only counted 3 beats in this bar. We'll check the next one. There's beat 1. There's beat 2. And there is beat 3. Again, there's 3 beats. And the last bar, the half note has 2 counts. And our quarter rest has 1 count. So that's beat 3. So looking at this, I'm only seeing 3 counts per measure. So I know that this 4/4 time is wrong. Just going to scroll down here to the time signature, and I would look for one that has 3 beats per bar. So this would be the correct time signature. Let's try another one. Just delete music rewritten. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that half note in place. And again, draw just a few bars in here. This time, I'm altering the time signature slightly. I'll keep another quarter here. And let's end with the rest. So let's look at this. Back to text, so we can write in our counts. Half note has 2 quarter notes in it, so there's 2 counts. Bar line. Then a quarter note has 1 count. This quarter note has count 2. 1 count for this quarter, and the quarter rest also gets 1 count. So I'm seeing 2 beats in every bar. So I need to match the time signature up to 2/4 time. So that's another little exercise that they'll be getting you to do. They may give you a time signature, let's say 2/4 time, and you'll have to continue composing, as I was composing here at these 3 bars, composing to the end of the line, 2 beats in every measure, your own melody, and then you're going to remember I'm going to end on my tonic, and then I've got the double bar line, which sometimes they don't write in, so you have to remember to show completion, I need to write in the double bar line. Okay, let's change key. So I'm going to change key signature, and I'm going to use F sharps. Now for F sharp being there, we're gonna follow a G major scale pattern. So I'm going to go up 8 notes, following my tone and my semitone pattern that we've learned. I do not need to write the sharp beside that high F because he's already sharp in the key signature. So I don't need to add the accidental. Okay, so melody ready. I'm gonna do a whole note. I'm looking for 4 beats in every bar. So there's my 4 counts. Then I have half note, 2 counts each. It's 4 counts. And then for my last bar, now I have to remember I want to end on my tonic. So 4 counts, I'm going to end on G. G is my tonic. And I'll need a double bar line at the end. So for the key of G major, I am using notes that would be found in a G major scale. I'm watching my time signature to make sure I have the right amount of beats per bar, per measure. And I end on my tonic. The last key that you're going to be writing melodies in this unit is going to be F major, and there's going to be a B flat in that. So my F major scale starts on F. I move up my tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 and semitone all the way up to F. I've used my entire lineup, and then I'm going to write the melody in that key. I'm going to start on F, my tonic. I'm going to start with a broken chord, and then I'm going to need bar lines. So I'm just going to do a couple of bars in here this time. Half notes. And we're going to end on the tonic. We're in the key of F. I started and I ended on F. It's not always important to start on the tonic, but it is important to end on the tonic note. And I have the double bar line at the end. I've used notes from the F major scale. So for this unit, writing music, writing melodies, it expands much, much farther than this. But for this unit, those are the guidelines, what they expect for an exam at the end of this unit. Great. So for now, we're using accidentals in melody writing. The next video is going to show you how to use those key signatures we did. But for now, we're going with accidentals, and I hope this helped you give a basic idea of how to write your own melodies in the 3 different keys. Thanks for joining me.